Alright everybody, welcome back to Valkyrie Profile and the boss of the Citadel of Flame. Well actually, we're not quite at the boss yet. There's a little task that we have to complete first. Basically, we have to make the boss. Which I'm pretty sure is what's going to be happening here. I mean, if anybody else has another interpretation of it, I am all ears. But, you know, you pick up this thing, and... okay, yeah. Basically, you have to pick it up, and as Valkyrie's picking it up, go ahead and move forward, like before that animation completes. And the momentum basically makes it so that when she drops it against the ceiling there, that little underpass, whatever, it moves forward slightly, and that's how you have to get it over here. It's really counterintuitive, but that's how it works. Anyway, this also is not easy. God damn it. And I also don't think it works if you just throw it out here. This is a pain. I probably should have done this before queuing in the episode, but once you do it, it immediately queues into the boss fight. Does it? Yeah, no, it doesn't fill if you just put it down there. But I don't know how many of these you have to grab. I want to say it's like 8, 10, something like that. God damn it. It's a lot more than feels fair to have to ask of you. Considering all those fireballs cut your HP and make it so that when you queue into the boss fight, it's... yeah, probably not going to have much HP. Spirit of fire, how many human souls have been consumed by your flames? Way to flatter him. He's like, oh man, my high score, like, yeah, that's pretty awesome, isn't it? Wahaha, not only human souls, my dear. I've incinerated the souls of the children of the gods as well. So not gods, just their children? I mean, come on. Either go big or go home, buddy. Monster. Meh. The hard mode bosses are so much more sassy towards Valkyrie. Like, they give her so much, they throw her, like, so much shade. Like, you almost are, like, kind of, well, if you know how the story plays out, which I'm sure many of you, even those that don't know, have already guessed a lot of it. But in the spirit of things, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Yeah, and so, like, they all just, like, talk down to her, and then you realize later, you know, yeah. Yeah. Okay, this isn't going to be that bad. Mainly because Valkyrie is equipped with the Icicle Sword, which will actually one-shot this boss. But not before I get like my fair share of fucking experience points out of him, goddammit. Or the crystals or whatever. I guess man, I was hoping to get more. If you guys recall, this is that enemy type that this game apparently really doesn't like the animations for. The emulator doesn't like it, or something. Something doesn't like it. Something somewhere does not like it. Okay. So, oh, we got a bracelet of Zoe for that. Or Zoe. I don't know if it's Zoe or Zoe. I mean, I don't know. I know that's a person's name. I know a Zoe. Like, I know it's pronounced Zoe, but like, I can't look at it when it's not a name that's put to a face. I can't look at that word and not think Zoe. I don't know why. It's really weird. I'm sure there's some sort of brain science behind that or some shit. Okay. Alright, so for this, we get the Eternal Lamp, which is one of the best items in the game, because simply by possessing it, by having it in your inventory and inventory, wow. By having that item in your inventory and nothing more than that, the entire party is immune to being frozen. And that item, well, I won't blow it for you just yet. I mean, it's gonna get blown for you eventually, but no real reason to blow it now. Alright, now, the question is, did I make a save outside of... I can't remember. No, I don't think I did. You know, maybe if I just... Nah, I'll just get out of the dungeon. Whatever. Getting out of here isn't nearly as hard as getting in. Or it wouldn't be if I hadn't fallen down like a dumbass. Which was totally not necessary. Okay, here we go. Sorry if I'm a little quiet. I've had a long day. Long day. I never fully grasped how disgusting snow can be until I lived up north. And now it's like, you know, we have climate change denial, and like, I'm sure, you know, we're gonna keep regressing, and eventually there's gonna be people that are like, you know, it's gonna further devolve into like pollution denial, and I'll be like, come up north, have a look at one of these cities in the winter, and tell me that pollution isn't a thing. Because literally all that shit that's in the air, like, maybe it doesn't work like this at all, and I'm not a scientist. But I mean, I don't have to make a sound argument because arguments have already been made. Pollution exists. I'm sorry. Don't think anybody needed to be told that. Not yet, anyway. But it's what I think of when I leave the house on a day like today. Because I was getting my hair cut and I was getting my sides shaved again. And so... Did I transfer something? Okay, yeah. Alright, so we're good to go ahead and just go to the sacred phase. Okay. Yeah, and I'll leave the house and it's just like... So... It's partially my fault because I need new wiper blades, and I'm pretty sure the wiper fluid jets are like busted or frozen shut, or you know, they've sprung a leak, or they're, you know, dislodged or unseated or whatever. But yeah, they, like, one of them doesn't work at all and the other one shoots out like a pathetic little dribble that doesn't actually, like, barely even gets onto the windshield. And so, I don't know if any of you have ever tried to drive in northern snow without windshield wiper fluid and wiper blades that badly need to be replaced. So, when that happens and it snows, it is magnificent. Yeah, damn right, it's fucking magnificent. When that happens and you use your windshield wipers, which you inevitably need to, because all the dust from, like, so it was like a really, like for days, it was like -2 degrees, and there wasn't like a like speck of precipitation anywhere. And then past couple days it warmed up to like, I don't know, 12 degrees instead of -2, and so it started snowing. It was just really fluffy, really fluffy, like sheep's wool fluffy snow. Just coded my car so I get in my car, and but it stopped snowing, and then the sun came out, and so that's like a really common problem. Like if you don't live somewhere where it snows, you God, Freya, shut up. I'll send you whatever the fuck I want to get my A ending. She says the same shit over and over. It's not missing any plot. Anyway, so what was I saying? Well, first we have to do the fucking spiritual concentrations here. Yeah, like, if you don't live somewhere where there's a lot of snow, so you probably only will ever have noticed this if, on the rare occasion, like if you live somewhere warmer where it almost never snows, you probably only notice this on an extremely rare occasion when it rains with the sun out. You know, there'll be like a really isolated storm cloud and it'll just be pouring rain, and then like right next to it, the sun will be like, hey guys, what's up? And, so yeah, the sun reflecting off wet roads is like there's two suns. Like you got the one that's above your windshield that you can shield your eyes from, and then you've got the other one reflecting up at you from the road. And it's just like instant, just blinding, just like you're driving into the fucking, like, you're driving into a fucking star. It's awful. And of course, I was driving into the sun most of the day, and yeah, wiper blades that are crappy and without wiper fluid, all they do is they get the snow off your car, but all the shit that was in the snow, all the stuff that condensed and poured down with the snow, gets smeared into your windshield like a paste, and it's disgusting. Like there's so much shit. Gross. Gross. Weird man sounds. Not a fan. What the fuck? So this character that we're about to go get, I'm not gonna get him first because his cutscene is actually rather long. Even though he's not like really particularly integral to the story. I mean, he is more so than some other characters, but not like to the extent that these three are. But there's fan theories that he has connections to Valkyrie and Lucian that are never quite fleshed out or confirmed, but people still, for the most part, people still agree that they're probably there. Sunken Shrine, okay. That's the Chapter 6 hard mode dungeon. The water dungeon, the one we've all been looking so forward to. People upstairs are being so fucking noisy. It's driving me crazy. Guinea pig? Weird. Mike? Huh? I've only got one headphone on, so I actually can't hear the stuff that's coming in the left headphone. I'm just hearing the dude talk. Quite fine indeed. Wait, who is this? Oh, huh. I don't remember that dialogue happening. Okay, whatever. Yeah, we have to go back to the Arcane Ruins. Don't worry, we don't actually have to go into the dungeon for real and, like, fight things. It's just, that's just... This time, there's a character that we recruit in a dungeon. It's just, that's... You know, that's a thing. Yeah. So anyway, there's that's the other dungeon. I'm actually going to go ahead and go to the Arcane Ruins and go ahead and recruit that character because his cutscene is pretty short. It's definitely one of the shorter recruitment cutscenes by a pretty good margin.
Are you just a blade of grass carried on the wind?
That sounds like Arngrim.
Arngrim did say that, if you remember.
I think I'm more like a willow tree.
Ha! As if!
It's Gary! Cashel really is not actually a very good character, so that's why I sent him up, but I do miss hearing Gary's voice. It's not actually Gary.
There's no going back now, is there?
So this poor girl has been in like Lawfer's cutscene, Cashel's cutscene. I don't think she popped up in Arngrim's cutscene, but I know that they know each other. And I think she's also has ties to Aaliyah.
We can't.
And now this person,
Yeah, well, I gave up all hope of that a long time ago.
he almost sounds like he has a fucking Brooklyn accent. I don't know where that comes from. Cashel, Bartos, Rolf, Aaliyah. She knows those two for sure. We never get to see Aaliyah talk to any of them. We just know that she was strung up and tortured and died, and then we got her, and then she was like, please deliver them information. And so I guess they got the information? I don't know. If she gave us information to give to them, we didn't do it. I'm just kidding, it's not actually a mechanic, it's just kind of a loose plot thread. Thought we were all friends. Thought the journey would end, we'd all be happy. That's... What do you think this is, Lord of the Rings? Great. So yeah, spoiler alert, we're not getting the girl. This, like, I feel really bad for her. Not only because her character artwork cut in always looks, you know, so sad and kind of just... I mean, she doesn't look like beat up or dirty or anything, and just her face just looks world weary. Celia. Cannot forgive you. You're the one responsible for everything. Casual, Aaliyah, everyone dead. Everything went mad on that day. The day Lemia died. Lemia. We don't get much of Gray's backstory. All we know really is what we're about ready to find out. And it's just, this is heartbreaking. It's sadder for this person, for Celia, that's getting left behind, than it is for any of the characters that have died that we now have in our party that knew her. It's just like, it's really kind of one of those things where it's like, the deaths aren't nearly as sad as the people that are still alive, you know? It's kind of weird how that works. Tell me you didn't kill Lemia. Meh. See, this is another thing, like, look at that sprite, it's so expressive. Like, you can see that she's down on her knees, she's got her palms down on the floor, her head hung. She's even got her little side bangs hanging down by her face. Talking about the sprite, you know, not the artwork. For its time, you know, I mean, considering that, you know, this is like 1 or 2 years removed from Final Fantasy VII and Cloud's pipe cleaner arms. Forgive me. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. She's like, she comes to kill him and then she's like, I can't kill you, then I really would be alone, and then his empty armor just collapses in front of her and his soul just kind of floats away. We don't see his soul float away, but that's what happened. That's so sad. That sucks. I'm not gonna let this be near. I'm not gonna get sad.
You have lost your body and exist only through the ritual of soul transfer.
I am not worthy to be chosen by you.
Human. You have indeed defiled souls, blasphemed against the gods.
Human. Me.
One who has acted as a sacrifice for the soul transfer cannot be saved through the same means.
So yeah, Lemia sacrificed herself through the soul transfer, the same thing that Belinus used for Asaka at the very beginning of the game, and Gray was like, you know, it was like hot potato. And Gray was like, I don't want it, you take it, I want you to be alive, I'll die.
Become then as a blade for the gods to wield.
So I know what you guys are thinking. Hell yeah, this guy looks like a badass. He's not. He's actually the worst character in the game. Like, literally, by the numbers, he's the worst character in the game in terms of damage. Like, his damage is horrible for, yeah, and his, you know, he deals way less damage than, you know, looking at his character would imply, and and literally, officially, by the numbers, he is the weakest character. Like, there is no character that is weaker. The best thing about him as a character is that his sword attacks come accompanied with these little energy beams that follow behind him, and those energy beams are unblockable. So, if I so chose, I could forego a mage and put Valkyrie in the back row and have 3 melee fighters, and he would be the one making sure the enemy, you know, took their block down. Or at least that, you know, we got through the enemy's defenses. His attacks are so weak. Like, it's not that his stats are bad, his stats are fine, but like, his attack modifiers for all of his attacks and his PWS are just really, really bad. Really, really bad. Anyway, I'm looking at the time right now, and I think that we can get through both cutscenes before the end of this episode. Please forgive me, my power is not enough. So yeah, now we're back here, and wait, what am I saying? We haven't been here in a while. I'm still getting my playthroughs mixed up. So I got that. I shouldn't have been playing that PSP playthrough. It's got me all mixed up, even though I haven't played it in a couple days. How many men have been died after being driven mad by your song? They're off without you. Can you understand that? Meh. Little witch. What a jerk.
inspiration. Your song makes men into warriors with no fear of death, and brings our nation great honor.
I mean, the fact that he can articulate that,
That foolish woman upset you.
that would reassure me. It's not like he's brainwashed, he sounds pretty lucid. He's making some logical arguments. Listen, the melodious throbbing of life's sacred rhythms. Her singing artwork cut in does not look good. Her other artwork that shows up when she's not singing is I'm sure her voice is lovely, but yeah, it's much better. My god, what are they doing up there? Jackhammering? Fucking hate my neighbors. Neighbors, if you're watching this, you're probably not watching it, but if you're watching it, like, I fucking hate you. Like, I wish you guys would just, for once during any day of the week, sit down and, like, stop slamming the, like, pegs you guys call feet that you have at the end of your legs into your floor so that it stops, you know, thumping through my fucking ceiling. Like, god damn it. And now this guy's being a total jerk. You see what I deal with, people? Like, you know, abusive, sadomasochistic, woman-hating video game characters and noisy fucking stompy neighbors. I guess that sprite really, that artwork doesn't really look that great either. Her shape of her head is weird. What does red look like? And you can't see? From birth, I have been destined for life as a song maiden. The gods gave me no light, though. Perhaps they grew tired of giving it. Yet is my desiring it such a terrible thing? So she's blind. If you gave up singing, what would you desire? See, she looks really pretty there. And those collarbones that are to die for. Collarbones are to die for. That and the choker, oof. So this is Suo, and he looks really, that chin strap across his face is like horrifyingly unflattering. Because he looks like a really weird fat man with no chin. But I think it's just the way the helmet and the chin strap frame his face. We have the enemy song maiden. And so this guy who comes up over there and he looks all like fucking samurai master. Yeah, superior. I am your superior. Fuck you. Quite beautiful. Yes, but oh my god. Yeah, so he was just like, fuck this bitch. Why? Even her compatriot, I don't know why I said compatriots, companions abandoned her fighting spirit. And all that exclamation, preceded by a very long line. Suo, your ever charms enchanted you then? That woman has led many of your compatriots. I knew somebody said compatriots at some point. I knew it. I had a feeling. But I might be loopy. Loopity doopity doopity doopity. Down on one knee. Sad, crushing sadness. Heartbreak, misery, sadness. Okay, so now we got Shio. Shio doesn't get enough love because, I'll tell you why. I mean, her stats are somewhere between Lorenta and Mistina, so definitely better than Yume and Nanami. who we're getting rid of at some point because they're dead weight in my party. I'm not. Dude, I have ridiculous mage bloat right now. I want to get rid of it. There's that, and then the character Shio as a character, she does not come with any damaging magic attacks. All of the magic that she, like I said, she's a mage, so all the magic that her character comes with when you recruit her is like support magic. But she has some really fucking good support magic. She has 2 magics that I have yet to find in the game. And I think that's due to RNG. I think you can find them earlier in like the Cave of Oblivion or something like that. Or maybe there was an item, like a one-off item, that I converted to something that was altogether better. But in doing so, there's opportunity costs for the fucking spells or whatever. So, depending on how you play through the game, you may already have them, but I don't think so. So this is Bedrak. You may remember him from, I think it's Badrak. I think the CH is hard. So it's Badrak. So yeah, that assassin looks so much creepier in the artwork than the sprite. Like, the sprite looks kind of sassy, kind of sexy, kind of like hips cocked to the side, holding up the knife. Cute bangs, grin, hood, and but that character artwork, man, oh, creepy. Gina, her eyes are very, very strange. Hey, how about your job? Wake up, worthless pile of bones. Job, you think I don't know what I'm doing? Love that scowl he's always got on his face and his sunken cheeks, and don't ever wake me up at this godforsaken hour again. Meh. What are you doing? Go out and get some sunshine or you'll turn into a mushroom. Besides, you lazy bum, I got cleaning to do. That's his landlady, by the way. Ah, okay, you old stick in the mud. It's a fairly innocuous thing for a man of his character to call an old lady. Could have called her something so much worse. Stick in the mud is almost playful. Times like this, don't feel like there's a war going on at all. Badrak's characterization is strange because he's a scumbag, but sometimes he seems so stupid that he almost gives off an innocent vibe, and you're almost like, it's almost like he's cute in a way. He seems like a child. Hey you, have you seen the flower that's growing in front of the house? Flower? You mean this ugly old green thing? I love how he's just standing there pointing at it with one hand. Oh yeah, I was planning to ask you, when the heck is this thing ever gonna bloom? I don't think it'll ever happen. See, I find it interesting that he even cares to stop and ask this old lady that, because he just seems like a scumbag that's got other seedy things to do. They don't usually stop and ask old ladies when a flower is gonna bloom. Variety of cactus. Huh? He seems like he's, fairly nice to his landlady. Only blooms one night a month, and only for a few hours. ... I feel like this game uses the ellipses at least as often as Final Fantasy VIII. You won't see it if you're sleeping, but, on the other hand, if you make a wish, when the flowers bloom, it will come true. Oh, I get it. That's why you're taking care of this piece of junk. Sorry, I'm moving the mic here for a second. Piece of junk. Piece of junk? How dare you? You want money that bad? You fool. Praying that this horrible world be over soon. Well, I'm bushed. I'm going to sleep. He literally gets up, comes to the window, bitches, comes downstairs, has a 5-minute conversation, is like, welp, I'm bushed. I'm gonna hit the hay. I need me a job that'll pay up quick. You know where this is, don't you? What? You want a finder's fee, right? I love, like, yeah, that face is so, like, so just vacuously stupid looking that it almost feels innocent. This is the territory of the Vilnor Thieves Guild. Bah, bah, bah. Sorry, I have to adjust the mic one more time. You noticed nothing. None dare defy us. Yeah, okay. Come back again tomorrow. Fuck you. We'll talk again. Yeah, sure. See you tomorrow. Okay. Damn them useless thieves guild and their commissions. What a bunch of bitches. I work on my own. Screw them. That looks like he's back in Artolia. Okay, and then this happens. Man, I can't believe this shit. Yep, said shit. In a T-rated game that came out when most of us were little kids. Shh, don't say anything about the bad words. This blows. I can't die yet. He's got blood on his face. I can't believe this shit, and this blows. Hell yeah. This is what's gonna happen. It's good thing I'm getting out of here. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. It hurts. Somebody help me. It's getting dark. Damn. My whole life ain't nothing good ever happened to me. Poor bastard. I don't want to die. It hurts. Help. This is actually a pretty solid illustration of what I think I was talking about earlier with you guys about the Viking show and about the characters. You know, you watch characters on TV and you don't want Mary Sue's, but you don't want, you know, just ridiculous villains either. I like shows where every single character is flawed. You know, it's not 100% clear who the good and bad guys are. And so, like, everybody has something that's sympathetic about them. And so the idea is you don't really hate any one character, but there's conflict in the show. So somebody's gonna, you know, something's got to give. But you don't want anything to give because you like every character for different reasons. They all have redeeming qualities. They all have flaws. Badrick's a really good example of that. Because, I mean, not of the stuff about, like, investment in the characters or whatever, but a good example of a character that has a lot of flaws, both as a person and his character in the game. They're gonna be, what do they call it? One of those warriors of Valhalla, right? Yeah. Wahoo. You are mistaken. Oh? Aren't you Valkyrie? And your job sticks to the afterlife? God, wow, I am loopy. Yes, that is true. However, do not misunderstand. Try to remember the things you've done in your life. I am a judge of men's souls, and you will find me a harsh judge. Bitch. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Harsh judge. The head harsh judge in bitch. So what's gonna so then what? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What are you gonna do about me? Hey! It is not the All-Father Odin who has petitioned for your soul, but hell, goddess of Niflheim. I should stop saying Niflheim. Niflheim. It's correct pronunciation. I don't like to pronounce things wrong if I can help it. If I know how something's really pronounced, I'd make an effort to catch myself. She wishes you to writhe in torment for all eternity. She's like one of those things, because she refers to hell as a goddess. Not a Jotun, not the spawn of Loki. Not. What? Anyway, let me think. It's not like everything I did in my life was bad. I think. This is kind of funny and kind of pathetic at the same time. See what I mean here in a second. I'm not a death goddess. Did you do a single thing in your life to make you worthy of redemption? Excuse me. Yeah, let me think. Oh yeah, I got it. There was this old geezer. I mean, this old man. And what did you do to him? Valkyrie like instantly knows like a thing was done to him by Badarak. It's not even like, and what happened? It's like, what did you do to him? I robbed and murdered him. Was he rich? He was rich, good on you. Surely that is reason enough for you to go to Niflheim. No, that wasn't it. I promise, just let me think. I assisted at kidnapping, how about that? I spied on my country. I fenced stolen goods. I sold women into slavery. You are truly pathetic. No, wait a minute. No. Human, it is time for us to part. Ooh, cold. Wait, hold up a second. This is a waste of time. Oh my god. No, he's like, just give me a quick second. This cactus is gonna bloom, and when it blooms, you have to do whatever I say. That's... You imagine you're with someone, like, guy or girl. You're with a guy or with a girl, and you're a guy or a girl, doesn't matter what configuration. You're with someone, a significant other, and they're like, yeah, and they're like, I don't know, want you to like take out the garbage or like clean or something. And you're like, hey, whoa, hold up a second, okay? Because like, see here, this flower, it's about to bloom. And they're like, so, fucking do the fucking dishes, take out the garbage, like, what's the matter with you? I've been working all day. You're like, yeah, but just hold on, see? Okay, so this flower just bloomed, and now you have to do what I say. You have to grant my wish. And my wish is to not have to do any more housework.
Had to have been, let's see, 3-4 years ago. I don't remember too well, but I think so. I was working in Vilnor. Hold on, don't rush me here. What was I doing? It wasn't nothing that bad. I was working, security, like an escort, you know?
Like an escort? Are you sure it's security you were working?
You say?
A horny man?
Slave traders.
Slave traders.
Oh, come on, don't give me that look.
I mean, you're gonna get the look.
It gets better, okay? Hear me out.
It gets better.
Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. Kind of an embarrassing story, really.
He's so dopely bad that it doesn't at all come off as,
No
you know,
shortage of those
evil.
up north. Well, up in places like that, especially in Vilnor, sometimes the townsfolk gotta sell their daughters just to eat.
See, if this guy was a real scumbag, he would have been like, yeah, they had to sell their daughters just so they can eat, and I'm gonna eat their daughter, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
A typical village rat.
He's
Like
not
you
that
see
bad.
everywhere. I forget her name. Anyway, for some reason, she took a shine to me. It's a sad story. You know where it's going, don't you? No? I gotta tell you?
Oh my god, this guy's IQ.
Well, these slavers are total thieves, and they only paid me half of what they promised. And on top of that, they didn't tell me how dangerous their route was. So I said to hell with the job. Of course, I didn't get paid neither.
It's weird that he pronounces root like
Anyway,
that
before I left, I took
in
them
that
over
voice.
to-
Not that he pronounces it like that at all. I understand that's how some people pronounce it in various parts of the world. But his accent and his voice don't go with the pronunciation. At least not that I've
Had
ever
no
heard.
idea what was going on. Kept asking me about her brother and all.
Kept asking
I
about
only
her
saved
brother.
to piss off the slavers, but what a pain in the butt she was.
She's like, yeah, I saved this little girl from slavery.
House, and she believed me, even though it had a big old cross and everything.
Fuck the cross. It's your house now.
Maybe I should have told you I saved her and took her all the way to the orphanage because I felt sorry for her.
Could do. But still, you got her out of slavery. That's pretty cool. And you took her to a church where, I mean, I guess if I had a choice between a church and slavery, if the church was empty and I could seize the means, if you know what I'm saying, I guess I'd take the church. Not good enough. Oh no.
So, even a man who lives in darkness can bloom for one fleeting moment.
Aw. See, isn't that sweet? That's sweet. That warms my heart. A man your age should not be crying. Well, are you coming or not? Huh? I'm coming. I'm definitely coming. Does you see, like, I don't know, like, I can't hate this guy. Like, he's a scumbag, yeah, but, like, he very, very clearly could be way more of a scumbag. Like, way more. So much more. Anyway, that's that. As soon as you get him, you can actually hop into the, and I'll show you this just for the sake of showing it. I already did it on the save file we're about to load, but, you know, just so you guys know and you can see. Oops, did not mean to do that. Alright, so if you come in here, and then you go, right like Mia, and then up here, and then Bedrick pops out, and he's like, what are you bringing me to a place like this for anyway? We were like literally just here recounting your memories. Have you already forgotten? Someone's here. Alright, well, I'm gonna go hide. Peace. Hey, what are you gonna do with me? Ah. Are you the chaplain? You see? Well, anyway. Please wait. Can I give this to you? Sure. You remembered me. You're not a person either, but people... Wait, what? That line never really made 100% sense to me. Maybe I'm missing some context there. I don't know. I have a sneaking feeling that those last two lines where he says, you remembered me. You're not a person either, are you? But people are bad, aren't they? Or whatever. People aren't all bad, are they? I can't remember what it was. I think those lines were actually intended to be said by the girl. It doesn't make any sense when he says them. It's like, what, did you become possessed or something? What's going on here? It's not how you actually behave. Anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the episode. When we come back, we will be on our way to the lost city of Dippin' Dots. Whoops. That actually probably sounded really bad. But I think, yeah, I still see the meters jumping, so yeah, I snagged the fucking USB cord on the Yeti. Alright, so when we come back, we're gonna be going right about like, right like mirror. Lost city of Japan, all that remains of a once great and prosperous kingdom. Palpable sense of loss and regret suffuses this city, which was destroyed by some unknown assailant. Negative psychic energy has called forth the undead. Souls must set free quickly. This is also the setting for Valkyrie Profile 2, which we're gonna play right now. I don't feel like playing this game anymore. I'm gonna stop. We're not gonna finish this game. I'm gonna jump into Valkyrie Profile 2, even though it's not as good of a game and I don't like it as much, and I actually don't know where it is, and I have no plans on playing it, because I'm gonna come right back and play this in the next episode, and I'll see you guys then. Alright, love you guys. See you later.